Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And this week we're studying Psalm 10, the second half of Psalm 10, verses 10 through 18. Today we come to verses 16 and 17. And we're answering that problem of evil. David asks it there in verse 1, "O Lord, why do you stand in the distance? You conceal yourself now when there is trouble, when the pride of the wicked burns against the poor." And so he's saying, is it really time for you to stand in the distance? May they be caught in the evil devices which they have planned. So, and then, of course, their plans are described for us. They are described for us in verses 3 through 13. In 14 and 15, we begin to answer the problem of evil, and David says, no, God does see. The wicked man said he doesn't. You've seen it. You're going to require it. You're the helper of the orphan. The hapless trust in you. Of course. Why did they trust? Why is he their help? Because he is that. He is our trust and help. And even when we think that he's off in a distance, it doesn't happen as quickly as we want it to happen. It doesn't happen according to our time. We must remember what we have here in verses 16 and 17 is true. So let me read for you 16 and 17. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations are destroyed from his land. You will incline to the afflicted. You will hear, O Lord. You will establish their heart. You will incline your ear. That's verses 16 and 17. So you'll notice how this directly answers that first verse, that very first question. Why, O Lord, do you stand in the distance? So the answer to that is God does not stand in the distance. He sits enthroned forever and ever as king. He is not standing at the distance, twiddling his thumbs, wondering what's going to happen. No, he's in charge, ladies and gentlemen. It says the Lord is king. He is presently right now king. He has been king. He will be king forever and ever. The wicked man said, God is forgotten. He hides his face. He doesn't see forever. No, the truth is the Lord is king forever and ever. And you can trust that whatever is happening to you, he knows about it. He's not at a distance. He may allow it, but he's allowing it for a purpose. He's allowing it to do many things. I won't try to cover all the things that suffering allows or suffering brings to us, and they're all good things, but he's allowing it. He says, David says, the nations are destroyed from his land. So be careful when you think that God is asleep. When you say, I will not be moved forever. Oh, friend, wicked man, you will be moved one day because God will destroy the nations from his land. He's not going to allow it. He's not going to allow their corruption to continue. And then you notice prayer's promise there in verse 17. This is exactly what we want to hear, isn't it? This is exactly what's going on. So when the afflicted are trapped in the net, when they're seized by the wicked man in his net, and they incline to the Lord, or when they bow to the Lord inclines to them. He hears. He says, you will hear, O Lord. So are you caught in some sort of wicked trap today? And you're wondering why God stands at a distance? Maybe you just need to remember he's on his throne, and you need to bow before that throne and pray and ask him to do a work. He will, because he's going to hear. Notice the promise. You will incline, you will hear, O Lord. Notice the next phrase there, the B part of 17. You will establish their heart. Whose heart? The heart of the afflicted, the heart of the poor, the heart of the orphan, the heart of the hapless. All of those people are going to be established when they bow before the Lord. He's going to incline, he's going to hear, he's going to establish their heart. That is firm it up. In the midst of an evil generation, we have a God who will establish us. He will firm us up. He will help us. He will strengthen the weak. This is prayer's promise. you will incline your ear. He begins with that, you will incline to the afflicted. He ends with that, you will incline your ear. It's the double emphasis here on the fact that God hears. When the wicked says God doesn't hear, he doesn't see, he turns away his face. No. God is king forever. He inclines his ear and he listens to the cry of the poor and the afflicted. Cry out to him today, right now. Put down what you're doing. Forget what you're doing. Cry out to the Lord wherever you are, and the Lord will hear your prayer. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. We're going to look at verse 18 only and talk about the orphan and the crushed. So join me then here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.